Dennis Miracle Sabwaji in Simbi Abetu Bia enye asem kwoto first or say odi kan aboye dollar to city rate won ensensema IMF de omano abetum ewo Ghana enye asem kwoto na so enkokoda nchen o sa de Dr. Mahama Baumia say onyambo a wochina na okwakofa ne form sene na ensema te say Dennis Miracle Sabwaji ede etu dwa no te say busua akoye bebira pesi de ko yekutie ne ensema odi etu dwa emra
the air cost no until much interest so say na dey no sign across and what even worsened it and say Bank of Ghana face cannot the ma banks na banks dey ma Abokyi na Abokyi so turn the pay until when you go to the banks to send money. When's the last time me do be form share o call bank na say yen transfer can ko take enko to your supplier car
banks say
oni bi no akire wa Abokyi was say kotobra until wo call Abokyi no koto no 12. It means that your actual cost for the dollar is 12 and not 10. Say na make what you say your actual cost
no
say
enye 12 or 13
we say 13 because of course we say call Abokyi one dey depend Abokyi abeko no in the situation of wom. So the business people no didn't actually experience the true 10 no.
Yeah.
Because actually autono 12 autono 13 into effect be any so on paper there it's 10.9. And that is what we kept talking about. Because we knew that Bank of Ghana cannot keep it at that artificial 10.9 for too long. I think that we can still do it. They should focus on the real sectors.
But real sector impacts will take time. It will not
yeah,
be
but why? You see, anyway, when a friend a man come for no, a man come for no, they say born not the winning. Ubet ma to boase. Na wa chest na wa pass yako. Ude unya na uso ye dangbeleshi, unu dangbeleshi. Sizaki be la ya chef so be ni ya chef second one say win person it in go for to be set on that we don't start some pass here who need defense who need midfield who need she ya shows in the first 10 minutes in there obod dangbele she goes but you were 90 minutes na yeko but senka wo to bo ase oh basa for the say dia mu yi omo to be 2 goals no ma to bo ase no ma she bedu 90 no ma she 4. And to me say and say Basa G 2 goals I mean jubilate.
And you who be
now say the course we Levante for me dry because na me say you be we answer. I feel pass omo den pass and na dollar na kwakwa. I say Basa and Levante for gidi 2. I feel Basa for Ababe. I think that this is even more dangerous for the economy because what is happening now no say if they don't curtail it and fix it quickly na say sign cost road is in the
yeah, it will be
a buffer man. No business person will trust
the system,
the downtrend. And the Abokyi people knew this. So what the Abokyi people did was that they were just holding it.
But and what can we do to Abokyi for?
A bank for now, and $1 no way. Sabako Ghana fan come Abokyi.
Or the commercial.
Aha, it's a bank of Ghana. You man no say on be making sure say on be nya acquire scanon kokodia because bank of Ghana scanon the commercial bank, commercial bank. Into Abokyi nya $1 ni free. So I just say, nipado do was saying that cash she bottom area bagana. Okay, the boomer, and now because say be out the buy and I don't come out Abokyi no toy and you're saying the real one here, the NNM when a banner could be Abokyi. Obi miss all cost our airport run about one pay $5 million. Abokyi be about the bank only 100,000 credit.
And I see a banks they ration into say Okasa Upebia, Ombeje or Vesa. That is if you want the money physical on bejo visa at the ticket which no maka tell say you check here 5,000 open here amount you be 2,000 amount after some day no about beje I can so the account it's an issue and I wish this thing anka because it remaining what 10.25 10.3 there
yeah so just but you see I say na dey na kwakọ you no dey be hardwin e na a slide here relapse and be worse because now ebema sa nipa boniefo ya omoye dollar business e be mu say ade no kra take 8 kra nche e say aba I don't know if you get what I'm saying because this goes to reinforce omo patience no because some of them actually were patient waiting so we be because the Bank of Ghana we said it a man come for the be the problem but last Abrante not to no bonu benya again now what be mean come asem and this for the diomatia obi mesrew nyame ya adoma echina.
Yes.
Dr. Mahmoud Bamia eco file. The channel
part 8. File. The nomination.
The channel filing the nomination.
8 a.m.
Number part 8. I was selling down. Na a beginning of the second phase of the journey that was started into be anfam kwawie no na ade ba kwa nip jankopo de che ni pebia ne se obenya kokodro a se oyi ade de kana ankoyi a utumi sanso nya kokodro sorry ejina wona so sampin ko anim biom utie na nanom kra de always tell you say be man de a otofema sanso eden sorry because ahwase de obi enim sa ahwase eden etumi ba na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is poised for victory 2028 for the New Patriotic Party. The reason being that Otuana Mono, Wanante Quantempono so. Nipa dodo aye kwa bani nyina Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the only person he's taken that journey before. When he may be a potholes no. When he may be a so tremika. Yes. When he may be a so jina. When he may be a so nante. Sasu ye hunu no. Emma easy sa. Okay. And to say, as a political party, ye to me, you'll be a what you mean, yourself, na just say, ye a coincidence about free quanim, ye quay any more answer. Or no, any power one who ye pa of all the candidates over the period or 20 boys, ya prepare no party, Nankas and the Sunni moon, na prepare no. A man, general, so I ready for the presidency of all the candidates. Or no, any nipa. So like very formidable or to me taking on the opposition party. Obi would say till date, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia remained the only vice president or you in the Fourth Republic. It's even worse when you take it beyond the Fourth Republic. Simply because he, as a vice president, was actively involved in helping to shape the narratives of this country. And that is why on the 7th of February, UPS and Omampene Kufado Kasim, say, but the specific you be shenensa. One of the things that Mahmoud Bawumia always spoke about, remember in position, no, how we can formalize our economy. Because he kept insisting, say, the informal nature of the economy, no, and Sadia Eka was even and see, he's going to focus on that. And no, it takes time for it to materialize. And nothing are buying after buying will be about no journey from home. Because formalization of the economy now, and school dying, and ye car quine, see, unya bus body, over hands about to do. But the Indian Bedia dance here say, Bepemone, in the last 8 years, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia efforts, any impact in formalizing our economy, no, a unprecedented. It is not for himself. It is not for the New Patriotic Party. It is for the country Ghana. I was listening to Logas. Yes. Fantastic guy. He's doing a good job. I mean, any young person that is doing the sort of things that he's doing, there are things that we need to encourage him. And if you listen to him, you realize that DVLA is riding on that formalization now across over the period. No? And not just DVLA. When you go to GRE, when you go to, a friend is saying, Registrar General, Oko Banks, now everybody is riding on that foundation. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, any team, no, a driver, you know. And then the number of young people are almost pursue e-commerce, Snapchat CEOs, Instagram CEOs, Facebook CEOs, TikTok CEOs, Obi, Bebre. Where is it coming from? It's stemming from formalization of the economy, which brings confidence into the economy and also allows for other architecture to build upon that. Interoperability, I can say me. I heard say and draw was an answer chairman of Usapofo. In Africa was saying Ghana and the highest penetration when it comes to mobile money interoperability. And this is something that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia championed and executed. You remember saying Brana or some people doubted, say, how can it be South Africa high in here? Some of the pioneers, but we are. Usapofo confirmed it. I'll look for exactly what he said. And mobile money interoperability is one of the biggest enablers of e-commerce. Our young people need to take advantage and look at all the things that have gone on in the space. So I just say synchronizing our data. And he focused on that, and without doubt, everybody will agree say he delivered on those things. That's notwithstanding, no, the government faced challenges. Major economic challenges. And until 2024, 80% to 90% of incumbent governments and the parties across the world lost the elections because it was a very difficult year. In fact, between 2022 and 2024, the global economy saw a lot of challenges. And into the IMF boss and the guy say it's going to take us another 15 to 20 years before we can come back and stabilize as a global economy. No? He has immense experience when it comes to that. It is the reason why everybody mentions Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, even though he was a vice president. And to date, people talk about him as if he has ever had the chance to lead this country. Ebin see that the formidability nature of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, no, the biggest beneficiary is the AMPP. Opa be a phone line, I'm this in India from Bawumia because they know say he remains the biggest threat to the party. Obi ye Kenya no so MPP ye nyina across the country. Ade ba ko pen day so we want to win the elections. After all is said and done, you be say winning 2028 elections. You 1,200 days. Nipa running nyina and within the next 1,200 days, no. Obetumi aboabo no one making sure say obeja na so no to be winning elections for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And it's backed by data. Backed by data. Sure? Politics is science. Me, I did political science. In fact, we used to have a debate in Poly 101 whether politics is an art or science. Politics is science. And politics is sociology. And data is crucial in politics. My way, the political history and the political trend is clear. Say, elections are yakun from 1996. The Ghanaian political sociological environment they take their time, and the Ghanaian voter runs a lot of comparative analysis, and the way a Ghanaian voter they run in a comparative analysis and say yetie wo wasem no ne ya twentwen wo so na dia ono ye tene dia no previously no ya ma no kwan so no so me ne nhwe o ya ne aka yen say na wo dia o kan ya sen hweda yen kokoti we dio no ka no. President Kufuor 1996 against President Rawlings the first time. No, President Rawlings won because President Rawlings was going for his second time. President Kufuor a friend is saying second time in the year 2000. No, yes. NDC the Professor Mills for the first time. The Ghanaian people said no. We have heard President Kufuor. We've heard the things he said in the past. The NDC were not happy with what you did between 1996 and 2000. Let's allow Kufuor to also do it and see. Then President Kufuor came again in 2004. Yes, a friend is saying, so far so good. It was only become you remember so far so good. And about 2008, and another Danko Kufuor buy very fantastic ideas. Kufuor started talking about free SHS in 2008. You know that free SHS was our flagship message in 2008. Then President Mills came. When they're gonna for kind, almost say no. Papa, what can I say much chance? I started kind from the year 2000. Train Kufuor train with you know. Yen share the honor so bit by then obey. Because they've been hearing President Mills speak on his vision for all this while. Then Kufuor lost 2008. In Kufuor bad 2012, President Mills said, "You na or you know, 1 year we and I say Otoye and President Mahama then Ababe acting. Yaman and twice on your President Mills said, "You man then and we." Or ye we in a court 2016. Oh, now cry the more answer the name Bono Masa. Kufuor Kasa Yache. Yamon so may any day. Yenshe. And the Kufuor so be any day 2020. President Mills a video man penny da crowd about 20 almost Debbie. Kufuor the Jubano started on a day. We yaman to us, we a pet. No, say, we no need no one ye. Yaman me fan to us on no so. This is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's time. For us in the MPP, you know, the electoral history, Yamdiamawi, and electoral record, Yamdiamawi, clear say NDC4 are coming into 2008 elections as an incumbent.
Yes. And
that is a huge advantage. The second thing they say, they could have come into these elections as an incumbent with the sitting president. And the record shows say all incumbents with sitting president have higher chances of winning the next election, especially against a first time contender. Now, the biggest chance they call elections against NDC, they say NDC are coming with a new candidate. Once a year, Mahama, His Excellency, and Zaka say, even though no choice, no. But that's the friend is saying.
Statement.
It's issue, no. Presents MPP with the biggest advantage, at least to level up, have one also against the NDC. So the NDC already has incumbency advantage over us. If they were coming with an incumbent candidate, it would be a double advantage. But here we are, they are coming with a new candidate. We now have to take a stance as MPP. And the CSA is taking time to say, what do we want to do? at this point, NDC for the new candidates, but what does the electoral record of Ghana says? It says that anytime you bring a new candidate, the likelihood say NDC for new candidates will be winning the next elections near low. Because you know why? Because we be you candidate in somewhere 2027. I feel no about